What's up, guys? It's Rob here, and we need to talk about Clove stock, which has seen some pretty crazy action right now. Let me flip over to the chart, and you can see what's going on for yourselves. So, Clove has been shooting up today, and right now we are actually seeing a bit of a dip. Okay, we're dipping down a bit. I don't expect we'll break $8 because we just regained our support level of $8. I'll give you guys the backstory on this. You can see over the past couple of days, Clove was suffering a bit, right? We got pushed below $8 by the institutions. Some people were shorting probably and wanted to, cash out on their short positions below $8. So look at what happened. We broke below 8 and, we kind of reconsolidated the day after we did that. And today we just shot back up above our $8 support level. You can see on the long-term chart right here, we have our support at $8, and it has been very tough for any hold below 8 to sustain itself, right? We've barely been able to hold it. This was the longest one, but this one is also coming back in a very strong way, right? We're up over 4% on the day. Moments ago, we were up over 6%, and we had a bit of a pullback right here. I don't expect that to continue. I think that will probably continue in an upwards direction for the rest of the day. And so you can see, we are back to trading in this $8 to $8.40 range, right? This is essentially where the institutions are holding us. And I've just got to say, guys, if I were an institution, this would not be a very attractive short position to take, right? Why would you want to short Clove stock at $8 with the hope that, maybe you can push it down to 7, but until it hits another really strong support level? It just doesn't seem like the risk reward makes sense for this trade, right? It doesn't make sense to be shorting at 8 because at any moment, we've seen spikes up to $10. And especially if Clove got to $10 and held, I would not want to be in a short position. So this trade just does not make much sense to me, right? Why institutions would want to be shorting this stock? Because retail has come in time and time again. You've seen every time we've broken below 8, retail has come in and pushed this stock back up. And even this time, right, we're pushing this stock up in a very big way. We're up almost 5% right now. And it doesn't look like we're going to be faltering below 8 for the rest of the day or in the coming future, right? Because every time we get pushed below, we just get shot right back up. And something very interesting that I've noticed about the short percentage, right? We're down to 12.64%. So that means that during this last push down, right? I made a video a couple of days ago and we were at 13.89, almost 14%. Now we're down below 13. We're at 12.64, and that just means that even more institutions are closing their short positions because they realize, hey, the risk reward just isn't there, right? I mean, how far down can they expect to push this stock? Not that much farther, because it just becomes a more attractive buy every dollar that it goes down, right? It makes more and more sense to be buying this stock, not shorting it. So, I mean, if you were a short up here at $28 or even in the 20s or teens, sure, you made some money. But now I think it's time to close. If I were a short, I would be closing my position because you can see we were pushed down and now we're up over 5% today. We recovered the day before, and it just doesn't make sense anymore to think that you could be holding below $8 for any significant period of time. 2 days seemed like the max, right? And now we're coming back very strongly on Monday. And even after this attempt at pushing us down, you can see we've consolidated and are moving up again. So I think Clove is in a very good position. I think Clove has really formed a very strong support today. We just proved that today. And I don't think we'll significantly be breaking below it. Now, it's possible we will, sure, maybe, if shorts really double down and if this percent of short floated really moves up in a big way, then maybe we could push it down. But that just means that over the long term, this is going to be a much better buy because you'll be able to get it for a lot less than what it's worth. Now, over the long term, I do expect for us to probably trade around in this range for a bit because I think we will need some kind of catalyst or big buyer stepping in to really launch this stock off, because there are some shorts who are holding on. They're dead set on this stock going to zero for some reason. I don't know why they would think that, but they're dead set on their short positions carrying out, and they're not going to end those short positions until their hands are forced, probably, right? They're going to have to wait for a short squeeze. And, maybe this stock goes to zero and they get really lucky. I just can't see a situation in which that happens. Doesn't make sense. This is a good company. I think they have a lot of funding behind them and a lot of retail support. So I think that if this company did have to raise some money and sell some shares, I think they could do that very easily. And there would be plenty of retail investors eager to scoop up those shares. So that's what I think about Clove. I don't think that we'll be pushing that far down. And this is a very interesting movement and a very comforting movement for a lot of Clove investors. They're glad to see up over 5% today, shooting back into our range of support right here from $8 and $8.40. I don't think that we'll be breaking out of that, over the next couple of days. But I could see, if we start trending up and getting near 10, if we can hold near 10, that actually is a pattern that would make sense, right? If we're holding near 10, then I could see taking a long position. The other way around, where we're just holding near 8, I don't think it makes much sense to take a short position because this company is worth something. Okay, they're worth something. They're not going to zero, I don't think. And man, the risk reward just isn't there. But this stock could go a lot higher than $10, and I don't think it could go much lower than 8. Maybe 7, where we hit our ultimate support right here that we formed far in the past. Maybe we can hit 7, but I just don't see it unless some people are stepping in and shorting in a big way. So over the long term, I am bullish on Clove. I think that over the couple of years, if you're a long-term investor and you're looking to hold this for years, I think that's a great buy. I think it's a very good buy. And another thing to note about this pump, I will say, is that you can see right here, this red line, this is actually an option expiration date. Okay, so a lot of options may have been expiring, and maybe this was a temporary move by the institutions. Maybe they were willing to sacrifice some of their shares and just sell them just to get rid of some option premium that they may have sold, right? They may have sold some options, some $8 calls perhaps, and they didn't want people to be able to collect on those options, so they pushed this thing down, and they just had to get this stock below a certain price by the expiration date for the options. And now that it's back, they can re-enter their longs, and potentially that's what's going on. That's a little insight into what might be going on. So I will say, if you guys have enjoyed these kind of stock analysis videos, then please feel free to subscribe. No pressure to do that if you don't want to, but if you enjoy these videos, if you enjoy these Clove updates, then please feel free to subscribe. So I will see you guys in the next one. Have a great day. Bye.